The number one question that criminal defense attorneys are asked by their clients is, "The police did not read me my rights. Shouldn't the case be dismissed?" The rights that the clients are referring to are commonly known as Miranda Rights. Miranda is derived from the case that developed this principle. This involves the client's Fifth Amendment right to the United States Constitution to remain silent and not allow the government to force or coerce the client into making a statement against his own interests. If the client has been stopped by the police and is either arrested or in custody, and the police attempt to question the client, they must first read the client his Miranda warnings. Those warnings are as follows. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to have an attorney present during questioning, and if you can't afford an attorney, one will be provided to you by the court at no cost. If the client chooses to talk to the police after the warnings are given, that would be considered an implied waiver of the client's right to remain silent. It is always better not to talk to the police concerning the circumstances surrounding the client's detainment. You should always speak to a lawyer first before making any statement. If you waive either expressly or impliedly your right not to speak to the police, they may use any statement that you give them against you in a court of law. If you request an attorney, the police should immediately stop any questioning that they may have begun. Again, if the client expressly or impliedly waives their right under Miranda and choose to speak to the police, those statements can and will be used against them in a court of law. Remember, it is very important not to speak to the police until you've had an opportunity to speak with your attorney. If you are detained, arrested, and not free to go, and the police questioned you without giving you your Miranda warnings, any statements you made to them can be suppressed in court and not used against you. Remember that only the statements will be suppressed. Other nonverbal evidence may still be used against you. It cannot be emphasized enough not to speak to the police until you've had an opportunity to speak to your attorney. The police can use any trick or device in order to get you to speak to them. Be careful.